What's going on, y'all, man? It's LA Rich and we back with another video, man. And look, today we got the one and the only Charlie Kirk back on the channel again with him doing a video titled Charlie Kirk wrecks the Democrat supporting liberal. Now, this is one of those videos where it can go into a million different topics and on what this Democrat supporting liberal has to say and what he's debating, but we're going to see once we get into the video, man. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more Charlie Kirk videos to watch, and I got y'all with it, man. But hey, enough of the talking. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I've been waiting. You're supposed to be here at 2:30. I just want to introduce
Complicated
myself.
business.
I want to introduce myself. I would describe myself as a Libertarian Independent. I'm from Massachusetts, hence the Bruin shirt. I'm not a secret Democrat. My goal here is not to expose you or anything.
Well, good luck,
but
yeah.
I think the reason why, I hope the reason why you're here, and I think the reason why debates are important is because everyone in a debate has a chance to learn something. I believe that I could learn something from you today.
Okay.
Do you believe you could learn something from me?
Possibly.
Possibly. All right. So freshman year, was told that Turning Point was a nonpartisan libertarian organization against big government. Would you care? That's how you would categorize it?
Not libertarian.
Not libertarian? No. Okay, well, that's what they told me.
Depends how you define libertarian, though.
Well, yeah.
How would you define it? Classically?
I would define it as freedom, individual freedom.
I love
so
freedom.
Freedom to bear arms.
Okay.
Freedom to marry who you want to marry. Okay. Well, so you think the government should step in and regulate who people want to marry?
Well, it depends. I mean, do you think children should be able to marry adults?
No, but that's
the government regulating marriage.
Adults, all adults.
Oh, so kids can marry adults.
No,
well, that's the government, so you're not a libertarian.
Should be able to marry all other adults.
Oh, okay. Why adults? Why do you draw the line there, though?
I mean, age is not a protected, right under.
But why use the government to enforce age restrictions for marriage? That's not very libertarian.
Why are you saying that?
Because I'm not a libertarian.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway. I just,
So you believe the government should have some role?
I believe in, small roles, as minimal as possible.
All right.
As minimal as possible to protect the well-being.
You started with an absolute statement saying, why would you want to use the government to tell people who to marry? And you agree that sometimes that's the right move.
Absolutely.
Okay, continue.
But I would not prohibit adults marrying other adults because
how about polygamous marriages? Is that okay?
Sure, because adults are doing what they would like to do. As long as everyone in that marriage consents to that polygamous marriage, there's no issue, and I don't understand why you would think that people are in danger in polygamous marriages.
Okay, continue.
And of course, just other big issues of our time, marijuana legalization.
Okay.
If you're not in favor of marijuana legalization, you're not a libertarian. I believe in that individual right.
I don't say I'm a liberal.
I don't know why.
Being something I'm not.
If you are against big government, I don't know why you would like.
Well, because interestingly enough,
you're interrupting me, Mr. Kirk. I don't know why you would like for the government to take away the rights of citizens, because I don't think that governments should take away the rights of citizens.
Right. Okay. So why is it a right to be able to do a hallucinogenic drug?
Well, marijuana is not a hallucinogenic
well, potentially
drug.
Hallucinogenic.
All right.
Not. It's obviously showing well. Continue.
Okay. Would you agree with the statement that if there are monopolies regulating all sorts of business, would you agree that that's not real capitalism if those monopolies have all the control?
Potentially, that's. I mean, you had to give me an example.
Right.
So.
Well, okay. This was the example I wrote up. A Walmart moves into a rural town, sells products cheaper than the local supermarket and clothing stores.
Okay.
The other stores begin going out of business. After the other stores go out of business, Walmart raises its prices. They begin hiring immigrants cheaper wages. Should the government step in and regulate the business to help those people?
Depends.
Okay.
That's how a conservative would answer the question. You have to use prudence.
All right. Last thing I wanted to talk about real quickly, there are some real idiots running for office, both sides of the spectrum, right? I mean, I didn't say it before, some Democrats I despise, Nancy Pelosi, Cory Bush, Chuck Schumer.
Good for you, we agree.
Idiots, all right? All right? However, there's one real pressing candidate on the right that I think a lot of conservatives are starting to realize is a complete nut job, and I just want to hear your opinions on Mr. Herschel Walker. Now, his son, well-known conservative influencer, I believe you may have met him at some point.
Yeah, I did a whole show on this.
One thing is, I'm sure this guy literally, it looks like he wrote down an entire essay on what to come up here and talk about.
I hope you know my position on it.
I know your position is that you are in favor of electing Herschel Walker.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Over
and again, that's not Turning Point's position, but that's mine.
A person whose job it is to profess religion, a pastor, you believe that Herschel Walker is more fit than that person for office, and
absolutely.
maybe you can explain
yes,
that.
that's correct.
But you think so? Your sign right here: abortion should be illegal.
Yes.
So why is Herschel Walker not in jail?
Well, first of all, we don't know he paid for the abortion.
Okay.
So what's the evidence to show he did?
Well, if he is,
it's a very serious accusation.
Okay.
I agree.
If he is linked by direct evidence, you would at that point say that he should not be.
Potentially, but I'd have to make that decision. But he denies it, and the evidence is very shaky. It's very shaky.
It's not.
Yeah, but Raphael Warnock wants to make abortion up to the point of birth, and he wants to make that policy. Well, he does. He's voted that way.
All right.
So that's Warnock's policy.
You said he's voted that way. Was there ever a vote set on whether abortion should be legal up to the point of birth?
Yes, multiple times.
All right. Well, my personal view is that it should be up until a baby can survive outside the womb. At that point, because I think there's a difference between when it relies upon the mother's body and when
so
it
a 26-week-old baby that has to go to the NICU is not a human being?
I believe the precedent for the NICU thing was 22 weeks. I believe.
Yeah. So you're, but they can't survive without help.
I would be okay if a state decided that was not the rule.
Got it.
But
so let me ask.
I don't have any issue with the Supreme Court's ruling on it.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Can I ask you a question?
I really like Tim Miller.
No.
Okay, Tim Miller is he runs the Bulwark Project, the Republican Voters Against Trump Instagram page. Lifelong Republican, helped George Bush's campaign, worked with Jeb Bush.
Okay.
His opinion is it's ridiculous to say that abortion should be legal in all cases or illegal in all cases.
Right.
There are obviously.
Well, let me ask you a very simple question.
Yes.
When does life begin?
In my opinion, well, human life begin, or when does life begin? Because that's a different question.
Human life. That's the operative question,
Human
right?
life begins when a human can survive outside. A human can survive outside the body.
Why do you believe that?
That would be well, because
No, I don't.
All right. Human life. If I cut off my finger, is that human?
Got it.
That clump of human cells, is that different?
Well, let me ask you a question. So, if someone who is on a ventilator who can't survive without external machine support, is that a human life?
Well, they can survive outside the womb.
But not without a machine.
I mean,
without assistance, without help.
Okay, people on ventilators, oftentimes will cede their right to be removed from
or someone on dialysis, or
someone
who's in a nursing home. They can't support themselves, right? So, but those are still human lives.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
So
I think you know the difference between a developing human that may not have a heartbeat or may not have.
Well, heartbeats start at 6 weeks, so that's a different.
That help you.
Now we're moving it back.
So you would be okay with a 6-week abortion ban?
You can come up. That's okay.
You would be okay with a 6-week abortion ban?
No. Of course not.
Okay, well then there will just aware.
No, but you've already moved.
I'd be okay with a 6-week abortion ban if.
Okay, but that's fine. I mean, at least we're getting somewhere.
If Democrats and Republicans.
Well, no, I would be okay with that ban. Is that my ideal? No, but no, I agree. I didn't answer your.
15 weeks.
I didn't answer your question
15
correctly.
to 22 weeks, I would say, would be my ideal, and I think that it's important that we recognize the issues that are a lot more important than 5, 6, 16 weeks in an abortion ban, right?
Well, you came prepared. I want to get to other people.
So all of the audience here, I just want you to know, don't see red or blue. Charlie Kirk wants you to see red versus blue. He wants you to see that.
Okay, look, I could have sworn this guy said that he needed to go to class, man. What happened to the class? Man, I'm pretty sure they done already started doing that test already, man. You might as well just give it up because, hey, you late at this point, buddy.
Kirk wants you to see red versus blue. He wants you to see that, you should vote for one of the main political parties. In supporting that, you are supporting the big government system that Mr. Kirk dislikes. Vote third party if you want. If you're dissatisfied with both parties, vote third party and support candidates that want to make ranked choice voting allowed so that we can have more candidates and better candidates. Because when we have ranked choice voting, candidates that better support what the people want will win.
Thank you, my
Mr.
friend.
Kirk.
Thanks
it was
for being
really
here.
Nice talking
Appreciate
to you.
it. Thank
I do respect you a lot,
God
and I
bless you.
hope that you keep learning from people who talk to you today.
I listen to you. Thank you.
I mean, I can say he was respectful. He was definitely respectful in it, but a lot of his points, like he has said that he, with the government and everything, he wants the government to not be in control of anything as far as with citizens, but then said that the government should be in control when it comes to kids. Kids can't marry an adult and stuff like that. Well, you have to realize when the government is not in control of anything, come on, man, this world is already it's a lot of stuff going on already with the government being in control of things. But if they weren't in control of anything, it gets to a certain point, man, where it's like, okay, something has to be done. But let's see what people are saying. What an arrogant punk. He really spent hours memorizing what he was going to say. Dude's been prepping for weeks for this moment. Still looks stupid. He was there to lecture. He was. That's what I'm saying. You can't prepare yourself for a debate. Obviously, you can study certain things and everything, but I feel like he was reading a script. And if you're doing that, you are giving a lecture instead of having a debate. You get what I'm saying? You can't go back and forth with somebody. First off, you don't know the questions somebody else is going to ask. You don't know how somebody else is going to rebuttal. So when you're preparing and prepping for everything, you're going to be lecturing them instead of having an actual debate with the other person. He says, I hope everyone can learn from this debate. You see he failed miserably. Wow, he looks like he likes the sound of his own voice. Let's see what everybody else is saying. Ranked choice voting is a fully stupid idea. This is why I don't hire kids right out of college. Hey, man, thank y'all so much for coming to the video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more videos to watch, man. It's just LA Rich, and I'm getting up out of here. All right, y'all.
I just got the race, I boosted up, but I'm not real. Shooter ready, go, they ready, blaze, they hit up everyone. Every time I did a give a shit, I still ain't number one. And my pockets filled with money, bitch, like fucking